Hey, fathers, dads, buds, and lads, how we doing now? It's Friday night. That means it's the old tin can salute. Ka-ch! Welcome to the show. I'm Trent. This is FC, Fatherhood Confessions. Feature Friday. That's right. Feature Friday. And if you've been on the show before, you know Feature Friday is all about myself, specifically taking a source of some kind and doing a critical analysis of it. But hey, welcome to the show. It's a great night. It's a good night. It's Friday night. It's Easter. And for those who do celebrate, happy Easter. And for those Christian friends of mine, hey, happy Easter. We celebrate what this means for us this time of year. But yeah, it's Friday night and we're down with it. We're down with relaxation. We're down with kicking back and just relaxing, kicking our feet up and enjoying our time together, just chilling, having a conversation. Boy, it's been a great week. It's been a fantastic week. But yeah, so we'll be on for the next 30 minutes. I had some technical difficulties getting started. Again, if you've been on the show and you've heard me talk, you know I'm always having technical difficulties. And so the saga continues. But I will learn. I'm learning. This is all new to me. This channel only has been on YouTube for about 6 weeks. And yeah, and I'm going to get to that a little later on as to a little milestone that I've accomplished as a content creator, specifically to fathers. And of course, Fatherhood Confessions exist to help dads navigate parenting through honest conversation. And tonight, we're going to zero in on, we're going to focus on showing affection. What does that mean for us fathers, us dads? Some of us are the burly kind, the shy kind. Some of us, I don't know, sometimes we show affection in different ways. And that's okay. We're okay. Hey, variety is cool. But affection doesn't always have to be physical, although it includes it, but it's not at the exclusion of it. I know for me, I'm a very emotional, I'm a very physical. I like to express myself through physical means to as a form of endearment to show you or to express to you how I feel. So as a father, when it comes to expressing my love for my children, and even in the tough times when they don't want to do it, I do it anyway. And I want to tell you why that is important. I think a lot of times as our kids grow up, I'm not sure what stage your kid's at. If they're in that dependent stage on you for everything, for sustenance when it comes to meals, food, clothing, what have you, they're just so codependent. That's okay too. But as your kids get older, you're going to see there's going to be phases and forms in which they begin to maneuver and express themselves in. And you, as a parent, have to know how to adjust. But as your kids get older, you will see and find that your kids will, depending on what, especially if they're a tween, so 12, 13, 14, they begin to draw back because, I don't know if they feel they're a little too cool. They're in that kind of like a little distant. Like one person said, you go to give your teenage daughter a hug and she's stiff as a light pole. In other words, there's no reciprocity. There's no response to you and reciprocating with your expression of love. So it's interesting. But one thing I want to tell you is that as a father, when we go to show affection to our kids, which is very, very important, and we'll get into 3 ways that we can show affection. I encourage you to do that as we get into it. To express these, to try these, to experiment sincerely showing affection. And what happens to kids when we show them affection? I'm a father. We're all dads out there listening. 92, 93% who watch this channel are dads or males, ages mid-20s to late, early 40s. So that's kind of the audience that we're reaching currently. But this is for anybody at all, no matter where you are in the fathering game. But I have a 13-year-old, so it's increasingly different now. And he's a boy, and so he's gradually into that phase where he wants to be distant. So whenever I express myself and show him or attempt to show him affection, there is a little bit of a drawback. And so, yeah, he's at that stage where he's kind of testing that out. He's kind of drawing back to himself and just kind of trying to make sense of all what this whole idea of affection is. But here's the thing, guys, as dads, when we put forth the effort, and we do, if you're that kind of a dad, well, you're going to feel, it's going to sting. It's going to sting when your kids kind of push you away or don't respond in the way in which you're showing affection. And it kind of comes across as a standoffish, like you're a stranger, like who are you to hug me? Who are you to do whatever? But we'll also see too that you do not need extensive forms of affection to re-emphasize and reestablish and remind our kids how important they are to us and who they and what they mean to us. And we'll get into that in just a few minutes. But if you got a drink, hey, let's tip it up. It's Friday. It's Easter. It's a long weekend. I don't know where you're tuning from. Drop in the comments below. Even if you watch this on the replay, I want to know where you're coming from, where you're watching from, where you're tuning in from, and that would be awesome. That would be awesome. Anyways, let's come with me. Let's head over here to our other camera. Here we are. Camera number 2, and I'm going to bring up the first screen here. Give me a second. Sometimes I have this issue where, here we go. Yeah, it's sometimes very finicky, but let me know. Let me know in the comments below if you've ever had a moment where you went to express your love to your children and they didn't reciprocate the way you expected that they would. It's different. Here we go. We're doing things on the fly here, and that's okay. Let's stretch this over. Here we go. We're back. So, in this, let me scroll down here. So let's jump into this. So when it comes to affection, there's no real written in stone, concrete, unchangeable, limited way you can show your affection to your child. What's staggering as a father specifically, and we know moms and dads had different roles, and this is not about mom versus dad. This is not about us going head to head and seeing who the favorite is and seeing who's going to come out on top of the parenting game. That's not what it's all about. We work in tandem together as a mom and dad. If you're a single dad, of course, you're doing your best to be creative and be consistent and present and do your best at being there and showing affection the best you know how, according to your kid's uniqueness. But we'll also see, we'll see this. As dad, as you can read it right in front of you, as dad, part of your responsibility is to meet the needs of your kids. And we all know that. Our dads work hard. I've seen a couple videos on TikTok this past week about dads who are encouraging one another. I forget the name of the handle of the channel of the individual that's doing it. Forget. I think it's Dad's Lives Matter. You should check them out on TikTok if you're on TikTok. Really good, reaffirming, encouraging messages there for dad who slave and work and effortlessly and tirelessly, it's a hard word to say, do what they can to provide for their family. And one guy saluted all dads out there and said, listen, to the dads who are working long, long hours to provide for the kids, gone long periods of time like truck drivers away from their family, just so they could have a roof over their head and they could have a meal and food on the table, clothes on their back, and a place where they can call home. Listen, I salute guys like that who work hard and sometimes haven't been given the best lot in life, but through much tenacity and hard work have made themselves successful, all for the sake of their family. And that's true, hey dads? Guys, we do this for the sake of our families and for no other reason. This is for them. This is for them. They are our reward. And so when we feel that they're provided for and cared for, man, that is the best thing in the world. That's the best feeling in the world. And that is our trophy. But get back to what we're talking about. Part of our responsibility is to provide. We know that. But I want to look at 3 reasons dads must show affection to their kids. And I got it from this website, which I read this week. And this site, if you're wondering, is show affection to your kids. It's allprodad.com. Allprodad.com. Really good site. Another one that I like to read from time to time. And just to let you know, the sources that I read are all online resources. Sources. A lot of reading that I do are short form reading. I do read books from time to time. The last book I read was it was referred by Brett Allman. I can't remember the name of it. I can't remember the name of it, but it was a good book. The current stuff that I read right now is articles, because the articles are short and sweet. You have a tendency to be able to retain and remember the information. So that's why I like to peruse the internet and find good, solid stuff, and then share it with you guys. This is what we're all about. And if this is your first time, you stumble up on this channel, it's your first time. My name is Trent. Nice to meet you. So glad to have you. And why not click that that subscribe button, and give the channel a follow. If you are a dad, whether you're new at the fatherhood game, or you're kind of in the middle innings, like I like to say, or you're later on in the game, and you want to come on here and just help out or invest or check the material out to be an encouragement to you, or maybe you have a father-in-law or brother, it's young and he's in the fathering game. Give the channel a subscribe and ring that bell. Would love to have you as the next member of the FC family. Okay? Glad to have you aboard. So back to what we're talking about. 3 reasons why dads must show affection to their kids. And here's what I've experienced this week. This week I decided, over a 3-day period, I decided to, every time I bumped into my kids around the house, if they were in my space close, I would hug them and tell them I love them. Every chance I can get. At school in the morning, one thing that and this is a way of showing affection, guys, and don't narrow your focus of affection simply on just one form of affection. I mean, I'm the guy that gets up early every morning. I'm the early bird in my home, and I like to prepare my kids' lunch, write little notes to put in their lunch pails, which I would recommend. Little note, affirming them in who they are. Challenge them to be kind and nice. Give them a challenge throughout the day to achieve, and reporting back to you when they get home after school. But making lunches is my language to them, that I love them. And I always tell them, I said, I prepare your lunch is love. Okay? So it's not just in the sappy kind of form of affection, that we're not limited to just that affection. So it's so many other things. I heard one woman say that it is a tap on the shoulder, or sometimes just and a little kind of wiggle the shoulder, let you know that you're present. Let them know that you're present. But here are 3 reasons. Let's dive into them. Number 1, better communication. Studies say you have better child communication when you show affection to your kids. So I found this week, every time I hug my child, and this was a test, and this is where this whole segment came from, was what happens when over a certain period of time, I just wanted to see true, genuine affection when shown intentionally. What kind of reaction do your kids have? Well, the one thing I observed from my daughter, who's 9, is she was more recipient or more receiving of duties and requests around the home. So chores or clean your room or whatever the case may be, she was more receptive to doing those things because of the affection that I showed. And so that communicates to your child that they're a priority, right? Let's continue. The affection of hugging, here's the thing, hugging, wrestling around, which I love to do with my kids all the time, holding hands. Me and my daughter were out for a walk with the dogs this week, and she reached over and held my hand. That was a beautiful image of affection. Or even kissing breaks down barriers. So here's what you need to understand. We have a tendency to do this as dads, and sometimes, I guess, if there's ladies watching this, as parents, we have a tendency to when our kids don't show affection or show emotion to us, we have a tendency to draw back. But in one article I read was the more you feel they draw back, the more you need to be intentional and continue to go after showing affection, because it's very, very important. And here's what happens. It actually breaks down communication barriers and opens them up to receive what you're about to say and what you're about to teach to them. So it frees you and encourages your kids to be more open with you, especially in the area of communication. So I do this with my son every now and then, just a spur of the moment to say, hey, the other night I said, hey man, let's go to a truck stop, which is like has a convenience store, and let's go get some beef jerky. He loves beef jerky, just off the cuff. He's like, really, beef jerky? So we jump in the car and we begin to have a conversation, because I showed him affection through the gesture of buying him something because I wanted to. He opened up about some things that we were chatting about, which I think is great. The second one is this: higher self-esteem. So, when a child knows he has love and support, he feels that he can take on the world. And that is absolutely true. How many times do my wife and I affirm our kids in who they are? You can do anything you put your mind to it. And you don't have to do everything that you see your friends do or you observe. But find something to love. But we affirm them completely in who they are as unique individuals. And I think that's very critical. The studies also reveal that your children will have higher self-esteem when you show affection. So just think about that fathers. Better communication from our kids. All right. It might take a while to get there, but listen, the biggest thing for us is to not give up on affection. Don't stop. Whatever that case, whatever you identify as an affectionate way of expressing love to your child, do it. Do it. Don't give up. The studies, so higher self-esteem when you show affection. I think that's very interesting. Something to pay attention to. They know when they fail, they have some loving arms to run to. And, I mean, how true is that? Right? In the most desperate moments, the most obscure moments where they can't seem to figure things out or they failed, they should first and foremost feel that they can run into our arms and our loving arms, that we will embrace them and we'll talk it through. We will help them to navigate and correct their course and make the right decision. Or if they have made the right decision, affirm them and congratulate them. So yes, higher self-esteem when we show affection. They know when they do well, they have a high five or a pat on the back waiting for them. So that's the thing. With me, my son, it's pounded. High five. With my daughter, it's same thing, but I love to hug my son. He's 13. I love to hug my daughter, who's 9. And I hug them consistently. I tell them all the time that I love them, that they're the best, that they're unique, and don't ever try to be anybody else. Be true to yourself, and don't apologize for being you. All these things are verbal forms of showing affection as well. No matter what the situation, they'll have the support they need. They will have the support they need. And at the end of the day, what our kids really need to know, so wherever they go in life, no matter what age, is that I've showed affection to the point where they know that support for them is non-negotiable. It'll always be there no matter what stage or phase they are at in life. And the third one, and we're not going to be long tonight, and the third one is better social interaction. So when us as fathers, specifically dads, and mothers, you're involved here too, we know that. And we thank you for your undivided, devoted attention to being a fantastic parent. So we salute all you mothers out there. A better social interaction. Your affection shows, here's what your affection shows. Your kids, you love them undoubtedly, unreservedly, without question. It shows them they are valuable. When our kids feel loved and valued, here's the result. They'll be less likely to search for those things in peer relationships. So when they know love is waiting for them at home, the affirmation, encouragement, caressing and care and embrace is always there, will never leave. No matter how dirty it gets at home sometimes, how arguments break out. There's no perfect family, right? There's no perfect parent. But we're perfectly needed, because presence in our apology when present, and we've in that frail moment have messed up, that apology goes a long way, and it helps our kids to really kind of embrace the reality that we're not perfect, but we're needed because we are a guiding figure in their lives. So I think that's very interesting. So when they know they have everything that they need in the family unit, and the parents are keeping their kids priority, they'll be less likely to search for acceptance with peers that may be not a good example, and they're less likely to want to search for it elsewhere. The things they are looking for are right there in your arms, your words and your actions. Think about that. The good question to ask is this: can your kids find everything they need in your arms, in your words, and in your actions? Can they find everything they need, the totality that makes them into mature, healthy, kind, respectful, fully developed, and healthy, mature adults, comes from your arms, your words, and your actions? Can they find that there? And finding it there at a really young age and being consistent will only bolster and make this that much more reality as they grow. This is helpful when they have choices to make amongst peers who may be into things that they're not comfortable with or have been advised against. So that's one thing. It's very important. Showing affection is also having the guts to have the hard conversation about influence, identity. Are the friends that you have, are they helping you make the best decisions you need to make to be the person that you know you need to be in society and in life? And I think that's what it comes down to, is that when affection, so let's quickly recap this. Better communication is a result of affection. When we show affection, there's communication is better. Higher self-esteem. When we show affection, there's higher self-esteem. Our kids think and feel better about themselves, which is what we want, right? In a society, in a cancel culture society, a society that promotes a do as you please, whatever you want. I think it's very important to make sure our kids have a high self-esteem, and so when they go to do anything in life, tackle any task or any goal, that they're not doing it to prove something, but they're doing it because they're passionate about it. And they're not going about it in a rebellious way. I'm doing this because I didn't get this. No, they're doing it because they absolutely found their niche, their love for whatever it is they're doing in life, and they're doing it because of their high self-esteem that has come from that constant and consistent affection. And 3, better social interaction. So our kids are less likely to go along with the crowd and hinge their decision upon their influence if at home the parents are affirming them and showing them affection for in their lives and at home, and they'll be less likely to look to their peers for advice and follow the crowd, so to speak. So those are just a few things. Now over here, this website is called meekerparenting.com, and this is Dr. Meg, and she's really good. I've listened to some of her stuff. She's got some of the stuff on YouTube. I won't get into it right now, but you could watch. She has a video on affection. It says right there, why do dads need to show their affection? And she has another one, do kids need their dad's attention? Really good stuff. Really good stuff. And I'd encourage you just to log on to her website. I'll throw the link in the comment section below so you can find her, and she even has some webinars that she does. Secrets how to be more to make words more meaningful to your children. All kinds of different stuff, and I think you'll find this. She has a podcast, articles, and different things, and I think it very well may be a benefit to you. So check that out. And let me know. Let me know how you kind of if the content was good for you and to you, and just give me some feedback on that. Well, with that, guys, it is time to go, and it's been a great night. We had some technical difficulties starting off, but we are done. And remember, you are not perfect, but you are perfectly needed. And me, Trent, Fatherhood Confessions, is here to help dads navigate parenting through honest conversation. I don't have a degree. I don't have certification. I don't have the most prized wisdom out there. I am not the best when it comes to this niche, but you know what I do have? I have a listening ear. I have a personality who longs to connect. I don't want fathers to go through life alone. It's a long journey. You're a dad until life is no more. So reach out. I have an email, Fatherhood Confessions. fatherhoodconfessions@hotmail.com. Send me an email. Let's get connected. And let's be a source, a pillar of strength together in walking this journey, this road of fatherhood. Well, guys, I appreciate you very much. And before I go, I want to tell you about a giveaway. So this is something I wanted to talk about at the beginning. I just reached 60 subscribers on my YouTube channel. I know for a lot of people you're thinking, why do you celebrate that? Well, it's 60 people made that happen. Okay? 60 people made that happen. You guys, you 60 gem of people, awesome individuals, clicked on my videos. You clicked the subscribe button. You made it happen. But here's the thing. I don't want to stop there. I want to show my appreciation. So I am going to do a gift giveaway when I reach 100 subscribers. And if you want in, here's what I want you to do. If you're already a subscriber, if you're not, you're watching this, I want you to subscribe. And in the comment section below, once you subscribe, I want you to write gift giveaway and confirm that you've subscribed. Okay? And then when I reach 100 subscribers, everybody who's commented and wants to be a part of this gift giveaway and has commented gift giveaway in the section below, I'm going to do a draw. Everybody names that have commented, I'm going to take those names, put it in a hat, and do a draw, and send you an Amazon gift card of value of $50, just to show my appreciation to all you YouTube supporters out there. Thanks so much, guys. Do it now. Go ahead. Subscribe, like, share, ring the bell so you don't miss any more content. I come out with a video on Mondays, and I come out with a video. Of course, we go live on Fridays. And yeah, so I'd love to have you as the next member of the FC family. Anyways, with that, guys, it's Friday night. It's been a slice, been a fantastic time to connect with you. Again, reach out to me. Would love to start a conversation. With that, I'm Trent, and this is FC. Have a great rest of your weekend. Happy Easter. And take care.